Hey, what up guys, it's Brandon here, and today, as you guys see by the title, I'm going to be pretty much doing the review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie that I actually watched last Thursday. So for those who have not seen my newest community post, I posted, I think like yesterday, right? Yeah, Friday. I posted it yesterday, and I told you guys I saw it last Thursday, and I was going to, either yesterday or today, I was going to go and do the review for you guys. So, yeah, it took me this long to finally do it for mainly a few reasons. So, of course, procrastination. I'm always procrastinating on videos. I have not really been, doing videos as much as I should be doing, So, yeah, so hopefully, I'll keep on being more consistent with videos and all that. Number two, I keep having headaches almost not every other day. I think I don't know, every so often, I guess, mainly because of allergy season, so it's been a struggle with that. What else was it? Oh yeah, I guess I've been mostly avoiding this video too, just because I feel like I'm not going to cover everything. So just keep in mind that in this review, I'm going to try not to summarize the whole movie as much as I would, with the Sonic movies I did, the reviews on the Sonic movies. So yeah, basically it's like my third movie review on this channel. And you guys can already tell before we get this started as well. I just want to let you guys know. You guys can tell how good this quality of this video is and how the video sounds different. Well, I'm recording with my new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. So you guys know my new phone I'm recording with, or my new phone I got last month. I'm recording with, pretty much recording this with this phone for the first time on this channel. So I'm only going to do this just for vlogs mostly. And I'm going to be using this phone, Samsung Galaxy S8, for videos, such as Mario Maker Online coming up Monday. So, but anyways, let's get right into this here, and I'm going to just get right into it. So, you guys know Super Mario Bros. Movie had some criticism here and there, somewhat. I know some people were a little upset that there were some scenes that were too short or kind of rushed. I guess not rushed, but it could have done more with that scene, I guess. So, I guess it wasn't as long as we expected it. But if I'm being completely honest, I think the movie, well, I think it's a perfect movie for Mario fans and even people that aren't familiar with Mario at all. So I believe it's just the perfect movie for any of the fans. I mean, I know some diehard Mario fans, such as myself, where it's not like everything we imagined, but then again, chances are we could get sequels for this movie. So, I mean, you guys know the Sonic movie is getting 2 sequels because the third movie is going to be coming out, I think, next year. So, yeah, so I'm pretty sure Mario should get some sequels too. But I'll get into all that at the end of the video. So, yeah, because I do have some thoughts or predictions of what the second movie should have, but we'll get into that later. So, I'll get into a little bit of a summary, just a quick summary, not too long. I'll try to make sure this video isn't too long, but it's probably going to be long. Who knows? So, basically, you guys know the movie starts off with the Mario Brothers in Brooklyn, basically, which is what I really give Illumination and Nintendo props for that, since that's how it all started with the Mario Brothers. Well, first it started with Bowser taking the Superstar, invading the Penguins' palace and all that, and destroying Bowser destroying the castle. He sends all his army out to go and attack the Penguins. You guys know we pretty much saw that in the trailers. So, but basically Bowser takes the star, and then it showed Mario. It cuts to Mario. The Mario Brothers being in Brooklyn. It was awesome though. It showed that Mario Brothers commercial, the Mario plumbing commercial that you guys know. That we saw before. It pretty much showed that, which means that Mario and Luigi pretty much had a plumbing company, and then they finally got I guess they got a call about some messed up pipes, clogged pipes, whatever. So the Mario Brothers basically went to fix it, or so they did. So they thought they were gonna fix it, but pretty much there was a dog. Their dog was attacking Luigi and all that, and the Mario Brothers were scared because obviously the dog was there, and the dog was a huge threat and a main obstacle in their task. So, but that's basically what happened. It didn't go as well as planned, and Mario's family was mainly you know, they weren't all about, you know, Mario's plumbing company and all that, his plumbing job and all that. Especially Mario's dad. Mario's dad has not really been, you know, have been that proud of Mario. So Mario was pretty depressed and all that. So and I especially love when Mario was like upset about his dad not, you know, not appreciating what he's doing. I loved how Mario was in his room playing Kid Icarus. So for those who don't know who Kid Icarus is, I'm not really gonna get into all that, but basically the character, you guys know the character Pit, who's in Super Smash Bros. And all that. That's basically how I first heard about Kid Icarus, because of Super Smash Bros. With Pit and all that. But basically the first game came out in the NES, I think back in '86. So it was around the time Mario Brothers first came out. But yeah, basically Mario was playing that, which was a pretty cool Easter egg. Which yeah, Mario's playing NES and all that. And Luigi was also Luigi was showing support for Mario after all that happened. So because it all happened at when they were at the dinner table and all that, where Mario's dad just didn't care what Mario was doing, so Mario just went to his room depressed. And then eventually they saw in the news that that there was water going everywhere, like all over Brooklyn. So which means it was basically the pipes that pretty much burst. It was probably because of the Mario Brothers messing up the house, messing up the owner's house and all that, because they messed it all up because of the dog. So it was pretty wild. But basically the Mario Brothers, they went into the pipe, they went like into the sewers, I should say. And Luigi was very skeptical about it, but Mario wanted to go into the sewers to pretty much because Mario practically knew what he was doing, or so we thought he knew what he was doing. So he pretty much tried to find the main source of the problem. He tried to get to it, but they kind of like fell down, and then they were kind of exploring like the whole main like sewage area, I guess. And then they came across a green pipe. All right, there's a bee flying. It was trying to fly at my window, trying to interrupt my video. But anyways, so there was a green pipe they found at the very bottom. The Mario Brothers pretty much went into the pipe. Well, first Luigi went in there, I believe. Yeah, because Mario was trying to look at something else. And then Mario saw Luigi's wrench there, and then also Mario got sucked into the pipe as well. And this is where things got pretty bad pretty quick. So the Mario Brothers, they were heading through the pipes. But then turns out Luigi gets knocked into the dark world. He went to a different pipe that sent him to the dark world, while Mario is heading to the Mushroom Kingdom, basically. So it was the first time they both got separated for a really long time. And Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, where he encounters a Toad, and then they went to the Mushroom Kingdom, basically. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool how it showed all like the the pipes and stuff when they went to the Mushroom Kingdom. They jump on platforms, all that type of stuff, It was pretty cool. It was amazing. I just loved how it was showing all the Mario items and all the pipes and stuff like that. So it was just really awesome to see, honestly. This whole Mario movie was just awesome, just as a whole, really. So but yeah, basically after that, Mario and Toad, they were trying to go into Peach's castle so they could go and rescue Luigi and also stop Bowser, since that's what Peach was preparing for, because they did find out that Bowser got the superstar, and he was heading to the Mushroom Kingdom and all that. So Peach was getting prepared for battle, and then Mario eventually got into the castle, even though he was not allowed in the castle. The Toad guards were stopping him, and there was this Mario's trying to run away, trying to get away from them, and then Mario runs into Peach inside the castle and all that. So it was pretty crazy, though. It was pretty awesome how it was like that. But at first the Toads didn't really care about Mario. They could care less about Mario, really, and they did not know who he was. So obviously all they focused on was Peach and all that, Peach's orders, and doing what they have to do to pretty much keep the Mushroom Kingdom safe, So it was pretty cool. It's a lot. It was a lot to unpack, but obviously I can't explain everything, And then eventually Mario was training Peach. Peach was training Mario to basically train to pretty much go on an adventure with her, because Peach was originally gonna set out by herself to go and stop Bowser herself, believe it or not, right? So And believe it or not, guys, I also just realized that Peach never really got kidnapped in this movie. Actually, that's a pretty big plot twist, because we're used to Peach getting kidnapped all the time, but it turns out she never really did get kidnapped that much. I guess she somewhat did, but this is like close to the end of the movie, so I'll get to all that soon. So yeah, Mario's struggling trying to like practice, because Peach had like this whole obstacle course with like fake piranha plants attacking, falling platforms, bullet bills, all of that stuff, and Mario was having trouble doing that. And Mario actually did not like mushrooms, so he couldn't even eat mushrooms really, which is pretty ironic. So since he obviously always eats mushrooms, but I think I did hear something about that even before the movie came out. I believe I heard about Mario, you know, not being able to eat mushrooms, I guess. So who knows, you know. But anyways, eventually Mario started to learn how to get better at, you know, doing all the platforming and stuff. And eventually Mario was really good. So I think Mario nearly pulled it off. He pulled off the entire obstacle course, but then failed at the very last second. But Peach was okay with it. Peach was like, you know, you're good enough, Mario. You're good enough to go and join me and all that. So Mario was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. Well, Mario was skeptical anyway, because he had no idea what was going on anyway. He never even saw the Mushroom Kingdom and all that. And then eventually they went to set out on the adventure. It wasn't just Mario and Peach, though. The toad that Mario found when he entered the Mushroom Kingdom, he also joined, too. And the only way you could tell the difference between, you know, that toad and the other toads is that the toad basically was always holding a stick in a backpack, I think it was. So it was pretty... He was probably the bravest toad, really. Pretty much the bravest toad in the movie. So, and meanwhile, while they were going out on the adventure, they were first going to head out to the, to Donkey Kong. Well, it wasn't just Donkey Kong, but they were heading out to the, you know, I guess you could say Congo Jungle or whatever. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was just called the Kong Kingdom or something like that. But while they were doing that, Luigi was in the Dark Kingdom, basically the dark world, I should say. And then he started encountering Dry Bones. They start chasing him, and then Luigi went to an abandoned castle, I guess, which turns out that there were Shy Guys there waiting for him. And then the Shy Guys basically sent him to Bowser's castle, where we pretty much saw the scene where Bowser was pulling on Luigi's mustache and all that, because he found out that there was that Mario was going out on the adventure, which Bowser never heard of Mario until he found out about it, you know, Mario and Peach going out on the adventure and all that. Because Bowser pretty much thought that Mario and Peach were becoming a thing. You know, they were, you know, because Bowser was planning on marrying Peach, so yeah, so they could rule the kingdom together and all that. And it was awesome though, just because it seemed like Bowser was ultimately sipping for Peach in this movie as well. But I'll get into all that soon. So I'll let you guys know what my favorite part about in this movie was. So anyways, basically Bowser was trying to interrogate Luigi of where Mario and Peach were and all that. And Luigi obviously had no idea. So Bowser went to go and figure out where they were, and he pretty much sent out his troops to go and find them and all that. So, but while that was going on, Mario and Peach, Peach and Toad, I should say, they went to the Donkey Kong's not Donkey Kong. I keep saying Donkey Kong for some reason. I meant to say the Kong Kingdom. So basically, Mario, Peach, and Toad, they went there, and they had to go and basically, well, in order to basically well, I forgot to mention, Peach was originally supposed to she was basically asking, Cranky Kong, who was actually the king of the whole kingdom, she was asking him for basically their troops to go and face off and fend off Bowser, so that way they have enough firepower to basically, fight him. Because obviously the Toads aren't like, what are they gonna do? No, I'm just kidding. But basically, those Toads would just get annihilated by them. So, you got all the Koopas, Paratroopers, all that, all of those enemies, Spinies, all that stuff. So basically, they needed Cranky Kong's troops to basically fight them. So that way, it's an even battle, and hopefully they could win. But it was not that easy, right? So basically, Cranky Kong, he was like, nope. If you want my troops, you're gonna have to go and fight my son or grandson. I forget. No, I think it is son actually. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I actually can't remember. I feel like Cranky Kong is the grandfather, but maybe not. Maybe it is Donkey Kong's son. Correct me if I'm wrong though. But not Donkey Kong's son. What the hell? You guys get the idea. So Mario basically had to. He ended up having to fight Donkey Kong. So they basically fought. They were fighting each other. Donkey Kong was clearly winning. You know, Mario was just getting bodied. He was just getting embarrassed basically. It was pretty cuckoo. And basically Mario had to go find these item blocks to go and use to fight him. And there was one item where he ended up getting a mini mushroom, so he was actually he became Mini Mario and all that. So he was practically screwed. But then eventually Mario then got he did then get I think it was a cat suit. Yeah, it was the cat suit that he got to basically fight Donkey Kong, and then that's when he actually eventually won. So I'm sure there was more to that scene though. But that was actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Was when Mario and Donkey Kong were fighting each other. So that was a pretty epic battle. So I guess you could say that was kind of like one of the main parts of the movie, you know, where one of the main parts, I guess you could say. It's hard to explain, but you guys get the idea. It was one of the most memorable parts of the movie, basically. One of the most remarkable and rewatchable moments in the movie, honestly. So it was awesome overall. It kind of reminds me of the second Sonic movie, where Sonic was riding on the snowboard and all that. I forget what it was, but Sonic was riding in the snow and then encounters Knuckles there and all that. You know, so you guys get the idea though. I can't fully remember, so you guys go watch the Sonic movie review, second Sonic movie review, if you guys want to learn more. So, anyways, yeah, basically after that, after Mario won, Mario and Donkey Kong were basically still fighting each other a little bit, like they were still like, you know, talking trash and all that, because they were basically still enemies and all that. You know, eventually they did become like frenemies, I guess. They started liking each other a little bit, but they were just always pissed at each other all the time. So yeah, and Donkey Kong did seem like one of those his personality kind of seemed like one of those one of the popular kids in high school or something like that, if I'm being completely honest. So that's kind of what Donkey Kong really reminded me of in that movie. It was just pretty cuckoo though. But I did like Donkey Kong in the movie as well, so I guess. I don't know. Maybe not as much as I hoped to, but it was a pretty okay personality for him, you know. Just because, you know, Mario and Donkey Kong used to fight all the time back in 1981 with the Donkey Kong game. So there you guys already get the idea. So eventually Cranky Kong basically gave everybody carts. So this is where the whole Mario Kart part of the movie comes into play. So we basically got Mario, Toad, and Peach. They got their own carts and all that, because they were not expecting that. They didn't really fully expect it, but then eventually they got their carts, and they all basically drove, and then they eventually went out to Rainbow Road to basically head over to Bowser's Castle to face off with him. I believe it was. I forget what they were actually heading to. I believe it was that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, like I said, but basically they were all because you guys remember in the trailer, we had like all the characters and all that. You know, Mario, like, and all these other characters were riding their carts. I low-key thought it was actually like all the characters, like even Bowser in that, even Wario or something like that. That's what I was kind of expecting when I saw the trailer, but Wario was not even in the movie. Neither was Waluigi. So I'll get into all that later on in the video. So, but anyways, yeah. So basically, they were all riding the carts on Rainbow Road, which was awesome. That was actually another one of my favorite scenes, was when they were all riding on Rainbow Road too. And then all of a sudden, Bowser pretty much sent all his troops out onto the Rainbow Road track as well, where all the Koopas also had carts too. So but yeah, I think I forgot to mention something. So my favorite part, I'll get into all that in a minute, but my favorite part of the movie overall, because I think I just skipped this part, was pretty much the one scene where Bowser was on the piano singing Peach's song, like singing the song for Peach or whatever. So it was really cuckoo, and it was actually obviously my favorite part of the movie. he was singing like the peaches and all that. Like I think it went like peaches, 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 peaches. It was cute. I really love that movie because that scene, because Jack Black really he really outdone like outdone the scene like that, because he had Bowser going ah! and all that. Like it was cute. I just love that scene right there. It was just really cute. And the Magic Koopa, or Kamek I should say, he was kind of interrupting Bowser as well. And then eventually they were having they were also having a little talk with each other while they were both playing on the piano, I guess. So and then what I also loved about it was when Bowser slammed like the door, like you guys know the door of the piano. He slammed it on Kamek's fingers and just left him there. And I remember Bowser said, I forget what Bowser said. He said something like pain is the best punishment or whatever. I can't remember what he said. It was messed up. It was dark. No, I'm just kidding. But basically, Bowser's just so firm with his with what he does and what his decisions are. He's just so firm about it. So he just doesn't hold back. Basically, like honestly, I feel like movie Bowser seems more evil than the other Bowsers in Mario games. If I'm being honest, he was like I don't know. He seemed like I feel like this is like one of the most evil Bowsers I've ever even seen in ever really, which was the movie. So it was actually awesome though. So it was, I don't know, I'm expecting Bowser to be that evil again, and maybe even future Mario games. So, but hopefully in the Mario Brothers sequel, if we do get one, I'm hoping Bowser stays like that. So because I do love this evil Bowser kind of. He just seemed, to me, he just seemed more evil than usual. I don't know. So, but yeah. Anyways, back to the Rainbow Road scene though. So first before I forgot. So what's also really cool from that scene where Bowser was playing the piano, I also heard that the Bowser's song is basically, I guess, nominated for for the Grammys as like the best original song or something like that. I don't know. It was pretty cuckoo though, but yeah, I guess if that song is in the Grammys, let's hope it wins. Let's hope that song wins the award. All thanks to Jack Black. Jack Black really played an amazing Bowser. He was probably the best person you could have play as Bowser, if I'm being completely honest. So anyways, back to the Rainbow Road scene. So yeah, as I was saying, Bowser sends his troops on the Rainbow Road. Mario, everyone else, they were trying to, all the Kongs, they were trying to get away from them. And it seemed like they were all just like attacking, just attacking the pretty much attacking the Kongs basically. It seemed like they were losing, and then eventually it's hard. I can't remember like everything though, so it's kind of hard to remember like everything that happened in the movie. But eventually there was a Koopa in this big ass truck, this big ass cart truck or whatever that had like this chomping a mouth, like a chomping mouth in the car. It was pretty cute, So Mario's trying to get away from that. Everyone else is trying to get away from it, really. I think, I can't remember if Toad actually got caught in it for a second. I remember Mario did. Mario got caught in it, and he almost got crushed by it. But eventually Mario was able to, get out of there. And I forget what else happened. I think, I don't know. I think, I guess the truck exploded. And then, we thought the Koopa was dead, basically. But turns out, the Koopa turned out to be, a blue shell Koopa, right? Blue shell with spikes, right? So this was actually one of my favorite parts too, where he actually turned into a blue shell and then went all the way up to Mario when Mario was basically in first place, really, and then blew up Mario, literally just blew up that part of the actually it was Mario and Donkey Kong. That's right, because Mario lost his cart, so Mario was actually riding with Donkey Kong. So basically, they both got blown up by the blue shell. Well, I guess you could say they weren't like fully blown up, but they the Rainbow Road track got destroyed right there, where they both fell into the ocean, and then they got swallowed by a whale. So, and then yeah, Peach and Toad, I think they just, I forget what they did. I think they pretty much just head back to the Mushroom Kingdom, Now that Bowser's Bowser's approaching the Mushroom Kingdom, Peach and Toad basically warned all the other Toads to evacuate. So that's what happened there. The Toads basically try to get out of there because they know that that's how you know that we lost. At first we lost and all that. It was pretty crazy though. So Mario and Donkey Kong were stuck in the whale while it seemed like the good guys lost. So, and eventually, Peach and that Toad, yeah, the Toad with the stick and all that, he was there the whole time with Mario and Peach and all that. Basically they were there. They were at the top of the castle, I believe. I forget. They were at some part of the castle where Bowser's castle, because Bowser's castle was actually floating on an island, and it came over to the castle where Bowser came out and said, "Peach, will you marry me?" and all that. And Peach was like, "Marry you? No, I'm not marrying you." And I think Bowser, oh yeah, because Kamek had Toad, like Kamek used a spell to like trap Toad, and he was kind of like hurting Toad as well. And then Peach eventually had no choice but to say yes. So yeah, Peach had no choice because they were practically screwed. So eventually Peach and the Toad went to Bowser's castle, and then Bowser pretty much was setting up a whole wedding with Peach, which is pretty cuckoo. So that was all going on, and meanwhile Luigi and the penguins and even the Kongs, because they were all caught by Bowser too, they were all hanging in these cages above lava. So you guys remember that scene? It was was it from the final trailer? I think it was, where Luigi and everyone else was like hanging from the cages and all that. And then you guys remember that one blue Luma? I forget what I think it was called something else, but it's like this blue Luma that pretty much all he cared about was dying, basically. It was kooky because like eventually everyone was almost getting sent to the lava. But then that blue guy was like, oh, when they were all of a sudden saved. So, but that's like a little bit later. So basically, eventually, Mario and Donkey Kong, they finally like kind of settled their differences a little bit because they were still arguing with each other because they were talking about how their dads don't care about them. You guys know, I already mentioned earlier, Mario's dad doesn't care about him. But even Donkey Kong, like Cranky Kong hasn't really appreciated that much of Donkey Kong that much. So they were like they kind of saw what they had in common a little bit, but then eventually they found their way out, and then they kind of like they were kind of like frenemies, I guess you could say, at that moment. So, but yeah, eventually they were able to I guess they had like one of Donkey Kong's rockets from his cart. They got the rocket, and they were like flying all the way up to where the castle is, where the wedding is, and then they eventually got there, and I kind of forget what else happened, but I think before they got there, Peach pretty much got an ice flower because she was like, "I'm not marrying you, Bowser." And then she basically just froze Bowser, froze everybody else, all the Koopas and all that were at the wedding and all that. I even saw King Babam there too, which was awesome because you guys know King Babam, one of the bosses from Mario 64 and all that. I'm just happy that Nintendo and Illumination added him in the movie. So I think I also saw King Boo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was King Boo I saw too. So a lot of notable enemies and bosses were at the wedding and all that. So, but it was pretty crazy. Overall, it was a pretty crazy scene. Eventually, I forget what else happened, but eventually Mario had to go and get a Tanuki suit, and he was flying because a Bonsai Bill was out chasing Mario, as Bowser pretty much had the Bonsai Bill set to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom, and Mario had the Bonsai Bill chase him after, I guess, Mario had smacked the Bonsai Bill's eye with the Tanuki suit, and then eventually Mario had the Bullet Bill chase him. And then what was pretty cool is that Mario lured him to the pipe that Mario came from Brooklyn. He had the Bonsai Bill go in there and then exploded, which then it literally sucked everybody, like everybody from the Mushroom Kingdom and all that, sucked them all. Bowser, everybody that was there, sucked them all through that pipe because the explosion was so big that it like literally just sucked them all in. And then all of a sudden, they all ended up in Brooklyn. So And eventually Mario and Luigi, they reunited and all that. And then, yeah, it was crazy though. So, but basically, Bowser was there ready to just defeat Mario. Mario was kind of getting beat up by Bowser, I believe, from what I remember. He was getting beat up by Bowser in Brooklyn because everybody was there. So it was crazy. Like Donkey Kong was in Brooklyn now, Peach was in Brooklyn, all that. So, but yeah, eventually Mario Mario literally touched the star that Bowser had, the superstar. Mario and Luigi actually touched it, and then they both pretty much kicked Bowser's ass. So after that, they basically just beat Bowser, and everything went well after that. So that was basically like the end of the movie practically. Mario's dad actually, because Mario, literally everybody in Brooklyn witnessed the whole battle between Bowser and Mario, the Mario brothers and all that. And Mario's dad was actually very happy for Mario after that. So at least Mario had some closure with his father after his father was doubting him for from being a plumber. So basically Mario being a hero, defeating giant turtles is what his father prefers than being a plumber. It's just pretty cute if you put it that way. So. And obviously Luigi too. You can't forget about Luigi. So yeah, everybody would appreciate Luigi too. And then eventually, Cranky Kong was happy about his son Donkey Kong as well. So everything really worked out. Bowser was defeated. Everybody was happy. It was a pretty great ending actually. So that was literally like, I know I'm pretty sure I missed some other parts of the movie that I'm not really gonna mention. Like I remember there was one part where Mario, Peach, and Toad were singing a field of fire flowers and all that. So that was actually pretty cool too, where Peach was Fire Peach, which we saw in the trailers before. So but yeah, other than that though, you guys pretty much kind of got the short version. Now I guess you can somewhat long version, somewhat short version. I was kind of rushing the summary towards the end right there, but obviously this is a spoil. Like I said, guys, I'm pretty sure you guys already seen the title, so for those, you guys should have some common knowledge, common sense, knowing that this is a spoiler video. So I forgot to mention that this is a spoiler alert, but I'm pretty sure you guys should already see by the title that this is spoilers, just so you guys know. So overall though, it was a great movie overall. I'm like so happy I watched it. I mean, despite the fact that there wasn't like that too much stuff going on, like too much like. I guess you could say, because it feels like all Mario went through is the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario, Peach, I guess you could say, all they went through was the Mushroom Kingdom. Like the only locations we got in the movie were Brooklyn, obviously, the Mushroom Kingdom, and then we had like Donkey Kong's Kingdom too, or Kong Kingdom, I guess you could say, and then Rainbow Road, and then eventually Bowser's Castle there. So I felt like there should have been more areas to explore. Oh, I forgot about the Dark World, but that was only when Luigi was there. But I mean, overall though, I was okay with it. I was okay with how the movie went. Actually, I wouldn't just say it was okay movie. I was okay with it. No, it was more than okay movie. It was a great movie. It was almost a perfect movie, really, if I'm being completely honest. Like seriously, like I mentioned to you guys, I thought this movie was brilliant for both Mario fans and obviously and pretty much people that never really played Mario games, or gamers, I guess, that were never familiar with Mario. Like anybody that was never familiar with Mario, really. This is like the perfect movie for them, because it basically just gives them an idea of what Mario's all about. It does. Like you obviously Luigi is Mario's brother. It all started in Brooklyn. The princess, Bowser. Like it almost had it all. It's basically the movie for anyone who never plays Mario. They watch the movie and get an idea of what Mario's all about. So that's why I think this was like a perfect movie for any person, really, any viewer that either plays Mario, doesn't play Mario. Heck, honestly, no, to be honest, I think this is also a great movie for anyone who hates Mario. Even like let's say people, maybe gamers back in the 90s when they used to play the Sega Genesis all the time, and they never played. They always hated Nintendo. They always hated the Super Nintendo and all that. They would stay far away from that as possible. And I don't know. Yeah, even Xbox players, even like players that play Call of Duty or Fortnite or something like that, like that never play Mario, that don't really care about Mario, that could care less about Mario. This is a perfect movie for them. Anybody. I'm just being honest, because this movie right here was honestly just amazing to watch. It just leaves you with a great feeling at the end. Because honestly, I feel like this movie was less satisfying for Mario fans, diehard Mario fans, than non-Mario fans, because there was not as much as we expect. But this leads into a sequel. So I don't know if it's not. I don't think it's really confirmed yet that there's a sequel coming out or not. But I'm hoping a sequel will come out soon, maybe in a few years from now. Who knows? So here are my predictions for the sequel, though. So, you guys know there was not as much as us Mario fans expected in the first movie, which is why I think that they should have a sequel coming out to pretty much have more to the story. So, there was only one part. There was only like one scene in the movie, in the first movie, where we only saw Yoshi. So it wasn't just Yoshi. It was pretty much a bunch of Yoshis in the background, just different colored Yoshis, like it's Yoshi's Island. So it was the one scene where Mario it was a montage actually where Mario, Toad, and Peach, they were traveling, and then showed the Yoshis in the background basically. So because that was when they were traveling to the Kong Kingdom, I guess. So basically, I'm hoping the next movie will have Yoshi, just green Yoshi. Well, maybe start off with Yoshi, Yoshi and his kind, like the green Yoshi and then the other Yoshis or whatever. And then eventually Mario goes and, I guess, adopts Yoshi, maybe? That'd be pretty cool. So I'm hoping that's what the second movie is going to really revolve around, is Mario Yoshi, basically. So that's like the main thing I'm hoping for in the next movie. What I'm also looking forward to, what I'm also predicting, is I'm hoping to see at least Wario and Waluigi. So mostly Wario, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if the movie doesn't have Waluigi at all, because we all know how Waluigi, we all know the treatment Waluigi gets, right? So you guys know when he was created, his only purpose was to just be Wario's partner in tennis. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the next movie, basically. But I'm more so expecting Wario in the movie too. But we'll see what happens with all that. So that's like my few predictions in the second movie. I'm hoping they also go to like maybe like Mario goes to like the desert or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. It's something. It's just an idea. I'm not really gonna try to think of everything, but I'm hoping that there's more stuff in the next movie, like more things to come. So yeah, I mean, obviously have like sequels like the Sonic movies, so which is awesome with the Sonic movie. You got the sequel with Tails and all that, and then we're about to get a third Sonic movie too. So I'm hoping the Mario movie is also going to follow in that same path, because especially because this Mario movie actually really was, well, we can all agree this movie 100 times better than the 1993 Mario movie. I forgot to mention that, because I mean, I never saw the 93 Mario movie, but I already know that movie, I already know that movie like truly sucked. So we should forget about that one, and obviously we got this Mario movie. And the only difference with this Mario movie and the Sonic movie is that I know the Sonic movie used real people pretty much in the movie, and the only time you had like actual fictional characters in the movie, or characters that were like digitally animated, was Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles pretty much. But in the Mario movie, all the characters, even characters in Brooklyn, they were all like digitally animated. It was pretty cool. So yeah, either way though, it was a great movie to watch. It's a movie I really want to watch again. I do not mind watching again. So I'm hoping I'm more so hoping that the movie comes out on like Paramount Plus or something like that, because I have Paramount Plus. So I'm hoping that movie comes out on there, because I know the Sonic movie, the second Sonic movie, is on there. And I still have yet to watch that movie again, because I definitely want to watch that one again. So, just like the Sonic 2 movie, this right here, honestly, this Mario movie pretty much kind of sits up there with the Sonic 2 movie, honestly. Like, this movie was just as good as that movie, as the Sonic 2 movie. So, and I told you guys the Sonic 2 movie was one of the best movies I ever watched. The Mario movie is pretty much like that too. So, the first Sonic movie was also amazing too, but it's not. I would say it's kind of like right below the two movies I just mentioned. So, basically, I guess you could say the top three video game movies. I would say Sonic 2, Super Mario Brothers movie, and the first Sonic movie. They're all amazing though overall. So, either the way, I think that's pretty much a wrap here. If I missed anything that I mentioned, just mention in the comments. Just post in the comments of what scene you liked, or just post in the comments about a scene that I didn't mention, so that everyone else knows about it. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about this movie too. So I know some people were kind of displeased about it. Some were okay with it. Some loved it. Because it was an amazing movie overall. But that's my opinion. But I know all you guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to stop my video because my mom called me. But anyways, yeah. So I know all you guys have different opinions on the movie. So that's obviously fine. So just let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the movie overall. Like I said, because I know everybody has a different opinion, and obviously my opinion is that this was one of the greatest movies I ever watched. So I truly loved it, and I really hope we get a sequel, like two sequels at least. So just like with the Sonic movies, So I'm just hoping the Mario movies, Nintendo follows the Sonic movies in that path as well, because that would be amazing. Like I would love to see more of Yoshi in the movie. I do, and I want to see Wario too, because I don't know. It's just more character variety is just amazing. And obviously Wario is one of the main Mario characters in the Mario series, and I just love to see what his personality has to offer in the movie. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna hate him in the movie though, because we all know how his personality is. He's always greedy for money. He's always making diabolical schemes and all that stuff. Doing scams, whatever. I don't know, cheating, whatever. So I don't know, but either way, that's just what I think. What I predict is going to happen in the sequel, but we'll see what happens, So, like I said, post the comments below, tell me what you guys think about the movie, and if I missed anything, you guys can mention whatever scenes I missed in the comments. So, love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll see you guys this Monday with Mario Maker Online, because there's not going to be a video tomorrow, pretty much, but I'll be keeping you guys updated with other things, too. So, yeah, and originally, I was going to actually watch the Mario movie today, but my dad actually wanted to watch it with me, so I actually watched it with my dad last Thursday. So, because I was going to originally watch it with my friends Nick and Tyler, but my dad wanted to watch it with me, and I really wanted to watch it, so I just couldn't wait to watch it anyways. So, sorry Nick and Tyler, but but either way, that's basically what all I have to say for now. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to mention. So I'm sure you guys were noticing my hand, my finger here, I should say, throughout the whole video probably. I ended up cutting myself yesterday at work. It was actually right before I left work too. So I ended up cutting myself because I forgot to use a cutting glove, because I was actually cutting up bananas. So I would usually use a cutting glove, but then I forgot to get a cutting glove, and I ended up cutting my finger, and then my finger was just profusely bleeding all over the freaking sink. So kind of sucked though. I wasn't I wasn't that upset, or I was kind of panicking, but I just covered it with a paper towel, and I was like, ah, screw it. We'll just keep it like that, and I'll treat it when I come back here. So basically, it has a Band-Aid on it now. I did get a Band-Aid from work too, so I got that too to take care of it. So, but that's pretty much all I have to mention for now. So I'll see you guys, like I said, see you guys Monday with Mario Maker Online, and that's my review on the Mario Brothers movie. So, yep, like I said, just post the comments. Post the comments, like and subscribe. And that's all I have to say for now. So, thank you guys for watching.